Good day, Grade 2. Welcome to our discussion in Mathematics 2, the number concept. In number concept, we are going to use the base 10 block. Base 10 block can be used to count the bigger number or the big numbers. And we have three types of base 10 blocks. These are the unit, the long, and the flat. So now let's talk about the unit. We can use a cube or a box or a square to represent a unit. A unit is equal to 1. And we use unit to represent one-digit number. And what are those one-digit number? So these are the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So those are the one-digit number. So again, we use unit to represent one-digit number. Example. So if you have here number 4, how many units do you need? We need 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 4 units to represent number 4. What if we have here number 7? 7 is a one-digit number. So if you have 7, how many units do we need? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is how we represent 7 using unit. Next, let's talk about the long. We can use 10 unit or 10 cube or square to represent a long. Just like this, we have 1 unit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is a long look like. So a long is equal to 10. So 1 long is equal to 10. And we use long to represent two-digit numbers. So what are those two-digit numbers? These numbers are number 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, until number 99. So those numbers are two-digit number. Next, we have here an example of long, or how we can represent a long. So if we have 20, 20 is a two-digit number. If we have 20, how many long do we need? So we need 1, 2. 2 long to represent or to visualize 20. What if we have number 60? How many long do we need? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. We need 6 long to represent number 60. So that is how we represent numbers or two-digit numbers using long. Next is flat. So we can use 10 long to represent a flat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have here 10 long. So that's how a flat looks like. So 1 flat is equal to 100. So we use flat to represent 3-digit numbers. So what are those numbers? This is the number 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, up to 999. So numbers from 100 to 999, those are 3-digit number. And we use flat to represent those numbers. So here's an example. We have here 400. So if we have here 400, how many flat do we need to represent 400? So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 flat to represent 400. So that is what is flat, long, and unit are. Again, so what is this one? This is a flat. Very good. And flat is equal to 100. Next is this one. This is a long. Very good. And long is equal to 10. And lastly, this one, this is square. This is the unit. And unit is equal to 1. So now, let's move on. Now, let's try to illustrate or represent or use the base 10 block to represent 253. So how are we going to represent 253 using base 10 blocks? So first is we have to look at the first number at the left. We have their number 2. So number 2 represent 4 flat. Or we can use to represent that number by a flat. So if we have their number 2, it means we need 2 flat. That's it. Next, if we have the flat, next is look at the number at the middle, which is the 5. So it means that we are going to use long in representing the 5. So if we have the number 5, we need 5 long. And last, look at the last number. We have their number 3. So in number 3, we are going to use the unit. So the unit, if we have their number 3, it means we have to draw 3 units. So this is the representation of 253 using the base 10 block. Next is this one. What if we have the base 10 block and all we have to do is find out the number behind these blocks? So what are we going to do that? So we have a step on how we are going to identify the number behind the base 10 blocks. So the first step is we have to count how many flat are there. So in here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have here 4 flat. So we are just going to write number 4. And next, the second step is to count how many long are there. So we have 1, 2, 3. So we have here 3 long. So all we have to do is write number 3. And the last step is we count how many units are there. So if we count the unit, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have here 9 units. So all we have to do is write the number 9. So we have here 439. So if we read this, we have here 439. So another one. If we have here this representation or blocks, base 10 blocks. So let's find out what number is behind this base 10 block. So first, again, the first step is count the flat. So how many flats do we have here? So we have 1 flat. Very good. And next step, count the long. So how many long do we have here? We have 5. Very good. And the last step, count how many units do we have. And in here, we have 6 units. So if we read this one, we have here 156. So that is how base 10 blocks work. Remember, we use flat to represent the 100 or the 3-digit number. We use long to represent the 10 or the 2-digit number. And we use unit to represent 1-digit number or the ones. So that is the end of our discussion in math. I hope you learned something for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Till next time!